Today, I'm going to walk you through the basics of starting your first painting in Photoshop. By the end of this tutorial, you'll not only know how to set up your canvas and pick your brushes, but you'll also have the confidence to begin making digital art. Even if you're brand new to Photoshop, whether you're looking to sketch quick concepts, paint vibrant illustrations, or just play around with digital colors, this step-by-step will get you going. Let's dive right in. The very first thing you'll want to do is set up your canvas. Think of this as preparing your blank sheet of paper. You need to define the size and resolution before you begin. Open up Photoshop and head to File in the top menu. Then select New, or just use the handy shortcut Ctrl+N if you're on Windows or CMD+N for Mac. You'll be greeted with a dialog box. This is where you set the dimensions. For most digital art, a good starting point is 1920 x 1080 pixels at 72 pixels per inch. This size mimics HD resolution and keeps file sizes manageable. Perfect if you'll share your art online. Now, if you plan to print your masterpiece, bump that resolution up to at least 300 pixels per inch for crisp, professional results. This little extra step can make a big difference in print quality. Also, keep the color mode set to RGB for general digital use. RGB gives you a wide range of colors that look vibrant on screens. Once your canvas is set, it's time to prepare for painting. The most important tool here is the brush tool. You can find its icon on the left-hand toolbar. It looks like a paintbrush, or simply hit the B key to select it quickly. Next, you'll want to choose your color. You'll notice a color palette near the bottom of the toolbar, or you can double-click the foreground color square to open up a more detailed picker. Take your time to pick a color that excites you. This sets the tone for your painting session. Before you lay down your first stroke, here's a pro tip. Always paint on a separate layer. In the Layers panel, just click that small plus icon at the bottom to create a new, blank layer. Why? Well, painting on a new layer is like putting a protective sheet on top of your sketchbook. You can experiment freely without messing up the background. If you're new to layers, don't worry. You'll get used to them quickly, and they're a huge help for organizing and tweaking your artwork down the road. Now, if you have a graphics tablet, let's make sure everything is set up for smooth, natural strokes. Check the pen tablet's properties and make sure pressure sensitivity is enabled. This lets you control how thick or opaque your lines get by adjusting the pressure of your stylus. In Photoshop, open your brush settings and turn on pen pressure for both shape dynamics and transfer. This lets your brush respond to your hand, almost like a real paintbrush. Even if you're using a mouse, you'll still be able to make great art, but a tablet will give you much finer control. All right, with everything ready, let's start painting. Simply click and drag on the canvas to create your first stroke. Don't worry if it's not perfect. This is all about getting comfortable. If you right-click anywhere on the canvas, you'll open the brush settings menu. Here, you can explore different brush types for varied effects. Maybe you want smooth, buttery lines or gritty, textured marks. Changing the brush size is easy too, and it helps you work on both big shapes and tiny details. If you're feeling adventurous, you can even load custom brushes. Just head to the brush settings and look for the Load option. There are tons of free and paid brushes online that mimic everything from oil paints to watercolor splatter. And there you have it. Your first steps into digital painting in Photoshop. If you run into tricky spots, take a deep breath and remember, every digital artist started from scratch and practice truly does make progress. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up and drop a comment below if you have any questions or there's a topic you'd like me to dive into next. Don't forget to subscribe for more art tutorials and tips. Happy painting!